We outside.
Welcome to the King Moolah Podcast. Welcome to the King Moolah Podcast. Welcome to the King Moolah Podcast, y'all. All right. Welcome, y'all. My name is King. It's King Moolah TV Podcast. You just now here. Welcome all. Welcome to this podcast. Hope that you are doing well today. Today in October. It's a Friday, so happy Friday, y'all. Halloween is coming up. If you celebrate it, have fun with that. With the costumes and the partying and whatever that you do, the trick-or-treating. If you don't celebrate, don't worry about it. You don't need it. It's just another day to you. You might enjoy a little bit of cooler weather. I know Florida has been getting a cold front as well. We're enjoying cooler weather, especially in the mornings, morning time, daytime. In the afternoon for us, it gets warm. It still touches the 80s, mid 80s, high 80s. But after that, after the sun is on the west side, not when it's setting, but it starts to cool down back again. So we get that. That's the typical fall weather for us. So yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so. Today's topic. Oh man, I finally get to dive into this one because I hear it say all the time in real life and on social media, on the internet, and people just use it wrong. And what I'm referring to is being outside, okay? We outside, right? You hear a lot of, particularly, females, women, girls who be in the club and stuff like that, saying we outside, always going to every party event, every type of party flyer, always promoting the parties that they going to, this, that, and the other, bottle service girls, whatever. Whatever the case may be. There's always this phrase that comes with it, we outside. But are you really? Because technically, you're going inside a club. Yeah, I know. But that's just the truth of the matter. You're going inside of the club. Now, of course, they can have block parties. Of course, that happens as well, saying we outside and then everybody's outside actually, and then they got the DJ outside as well. That happens too. We outside, that can be a reference, and that can be true. But when you say we outside, are you really outside? Because if you're only doing one thing every single time that you say that you're outside, nah. Like, I get it. Being literally outside and what they're saying is being outside and being out of the house is basically what it is. It's being outside of the house. That's what that phrase is. But if you're just going outside to go to one place every single weekend, you're not really outside. I could argue this. I'll stay on this hill. I'll stand on this hill alone if I have to. You're not really outside. Being outside is trying out new things, okay? Now, and I get it. If you were an introvert before and you wanted to, show that people that you can go out to, That's fine, okay? But I mean, even as an introvert, you can try other things. It does not have to be the club. It does not have to be no party event or nothing like that. You know, you don't have to be outside going to do what a lot of, people recommend. Well, not recommend, more so pressure you into doing. Because I know how that is. I'm an introvert as well. So, I can be a homebody and an outsider. It just depends on what I'm doing, So I get the best of both worlds. But going outside is doing more than one thing. If you're gonna try out something new, try going somewhere out of town, saving up some money to go out of town. Don't go out of town just to go to the club. Like, come on now, you can do better than that. Now I get it. It's a different city, different state, or different country, and you're in the club. Okay. That's acceptable because you're actually outside of the country. And I'm not sure, and I don't think that's the only place that you're gonna go. Because if you're spending money to go out of the country and you're only going to the clubs out there, you're wasting your time. I'm just gonna put it like that. You're wasting a lot of time instead of actually going on an adventure. Okay? When you travel, it's to go on an adventure. You can travel and go on an adventure in your own cities, in your own states, in your own countries, of course. But when you outside of the country, I mean, come on. I'm talking for the US of A mainly, okay? But when you go outside of the country, why are you only doing the regular stuff that you would be doing in your area, where you live? Why? You got a whole world full of possibilities, a whole bunch of other things you could be doing, adventurous things. Being outside is having an adventure, not going in a club, spending X amount of dollars on expensive bottles that they overcharge on those bottles, and you could just buy and buy it elsewhere for cheaper. Like, that's not outside. That's not outside at all. Y'all got to be honest with yourselves. Being outside is having an adventure. That's the real outside. When I was outside, man, I'd have an adventure. I'd go to places, other cities, even in my area. When I'm outside, I'm not going to the club. Come on now. Yeah, I've been to the club before, but it's just not, it's okay. It ain't all that. It's not really that fun. Now, now I get it. Some things are, they like the headlines. Free before 11, free before midnight. I get that. Or they got a discount, maybe a brunch or something like that. I get that as well. Well, brunch is a different thing. I'm mainly talking about they're only going out at nighttime. Go out in the daytime. Get some sunshine on your skin. Okay? Being outside is... being outside is an adventure. You gotta have an adventure. Being outside, just literally being outside, it's like just you walking around your house. You're in your area, just walking around your house, just in your backyard if you have one, or front yard if you have one, patio. That's just you being outside of your house. It's not you actually going on an adventure. It's not you learning or seeking new thrills. It's you just, just being, ratchet. Now, the club, 1,000%, isn't only full of ratchet, but it is. But the club is just so overrated. A lot of y'all just standing around. A lot of y'all buying drinks to get drunk and then do nothing after that. I don't get it. I can't do it. I won't do it, actually. Being outside. Like, what are y'all doing? Being outside and you're going to, what? Go to the club. Maybe somebody might dance. There's a bunch of y'all in the club just standing on y'all phones and making it, and a big thing, y'all are on y'all phones and then making it seem like y'all having a good time. Just wherever that you share it is, social media, friends, or whatever. Oh, it's lit over here. No, it's not. Because as soon as you stop taking that video, you back in the corner standing, or you back in a table sitting. You're not really having a good time. You just there for the vibe. I get it. You can be there for the vibe, but I mean, what is the vibe over there? Is that the only vibe that you will ever get to know? That I can't. I don't got time for only going to the club. That's not even for me. I'm too adventurous. Yeah, I know. I said I was a homebody and an introvert earlier. I said I got the best of both worlds, so I can go out. I can be in the house and I can be out. I can actually be outside, but I've always been one to explore, that wants to seek a thrill, adventures. I've been to roller coasters, amusement parks, in different areas other than my own. I've been to clubs outside. Well, yeah, I did say clubs outside of the country. I've been there, but I've also been to excursions outside of the country as well. And those are actually outside. I'm having a good old time. It was a great time, being and seeing the world around you and not just, just wasting money every week in your area, just saying you're outside when you're really just depressed. Now, I feel like a lot of that mentalities came from sneaking out of the house and then making making it into your young adult life, being outside. But it's mainly a lot of teenagers be going to events full of grown adults, girls and boys, going into venues, grown adults. I know fake IDs are still a thing out here. I know it. I've seen it. I've seen it. I still see people selling fake IDs for real. Not like physically selling, like physically in front of me, but I've seen posts about it on social media, and then people are still doing that. Are still like giving out fake IDs. They want to be outside so bad. They want to drink so bad. When your idea of outside is just going to the club and drinking a lot of alcohol, how's that fun? How's that outside? It's kind of boring. Not even kind of. It is boring. It's kind of lame. It is lame. Why are you outside for? You can do much better. You can do a lot better. There's a lot of blurred lines between that, but we outside is not what it should be. Let's be honest, y'all. There's plenty of things going on. When it's we outside, I don't know. When people say we outside, I'm always looking at them sideways. Like, are you actually outside? I'm scoping around. If it's a video, I'm scoping around. Where exactly are you at? You at the club? You're not really outside then. You are not really outside. If you was really at the club and you saying we outside, you're not outside. I'm just telling you, clubbing is overrated. And the way they make it seem, I don't know why people are still participating in it as heavily. Because it really is overrated. Like, what are you doing? There's so much more. So much thrills out there that you could be going to, but you want to be in a club doing the same thing that you did the past year, the past few weeks, the past months. Switch it up. Really go outside. Really see what a thrill is. Because being in the club is not really a thrill, especially with a lot of people standing around, a lot of people nervous to dance, a lot of people just on their phones the whole time. Like, is it really a vibe? I can't say that it is. It doesn't seem like a vibe to me. It seems boring. Time I'm in the club, I'm just like, can we go somewhere else? That's how I feel. If the vibe isn't there, if it isn't like a cool club where it's like people are actually having a good time and you can see actually people moving, doesn't matter about the drinks or not. If you see people actually having a good time, having fun, then that's the club. The club now, the version of the club right now, no, that's not the club. I don't know what it is. It's a gathering. That's got to be a gathering. I have no idea what it is, because it's definitely not the club. You know, when they portray the club, you see a whole bunch of people dancing and grinding on each other, and you expecting this on TV. You know, TV and films, they make it seem like the club is everything. That's probably it. That's that ploy. That's that trick. Jedi mind level trick, until you actually see it for what it is, if you want to see it for what it is. Because some people might see it and still try to go and keep going, knowing that it's going to be the same exact thing every single time. Why? Like, listen, if I see something and I'm just like, I'm really not feeling it like that, okay, then I might I would move forward. Move on from something else. Now, I get it, if they got a little vibe going on, this, that, and the other, I might pop in. But that depends if I really feel like going there. And this is strictly for the club. Like, is it actually popping over there? And the most time when I'm actually going to the club now, it's just like we were already outside. We were already doing something, and we got finished from doing something, and the club was still open. And we just decided to check it out because it was kind of free, right? That's it. That's the whole thing with the club. Being we outside is not everything. The way how y'all use it is just going to the club. Going to the club. Oh, we outside. Come on, y'all. Y'all not outside. I know y'all not outside for real. Because I know what adventures are. I know what thrills are. And the club is not one of them. Not in the way that it is in actuality instead of on TV. If it was on TV, okay. But even then, that's still a lot of drinking every single weekend. That's a lot of money that you're spending on just the same thing over and over. I do understand if it is a hobby. Now, some people may have a hobby for clubbing. Okay, but most people don't. Or they shouldn't. The hobby for a club hobby is kind of crazy to me. I mean, not my type of people. If that's what you do, that's okay. I'm not telling you how to spend your money. I'm not really telling you. I'm suggesting that you try something different. Try something different. Go to a pottery class or finger painting or something. Like, those can be thrills as well. It's not you have to jump out of a plane or bungee jump and to seek a thrill. That's not always going to be a thrill. There's quiet thrills too. Did you hear that? See, that's not even a good sound effect for that. But that's quiet thrills. There are quiet thrills over there, okay? Ones that don't need you to go doing something extreme. Because bungee jumping, skydiving, that stuff is extreme. I definitely want to do those. But, do the quiet thrills. Seek a new class. Crochet class. Music class. Arts class. Or maybe an art event. Go pop up at a museum. That's a quiet thrill. Like, there's so many things that you could be trying to make yourself versatile. Now, if it isn't for you, okay, but at least try. At least go to the event and see what the experience is for you. If you didn't like it, okay, at least you did it. Just spending your money on one thing is just going to go clubbing. Like, there isn't anything else out in the world that you want to do. There's not anything else out in this whole wide world that you want to see. You just want to be in the club all day and night? You want to be in the club every weekend? Is that all? Like, are you serious right now? You know what? Hey, if that's how you roll, okay, but there's so much more you can do. There is so much more you can do. Like, I'm not even kidding. Okay, yeah. So y'all misusing the words we outside. Y'all not outside for real. Y'all only in the club. Okay? What outside really means is seeking new thrills, seeking new adventures. doing something different from what you're usually doing. So if you've been clubbing a lot every single weekend for the past year, switch it up. For the past 3 months, for the past 6 months, for the, switch it up. If you're in the club every day, unless you a DJ, I don't expect you to be in the club every day. You should not. Why? Unless you a DJ or a club owner, promoter, event planner or something like that without a normal 9 to 5, then okay. That's y'all. That's obviously the people working in the background. That's not the actual club and the times when it usually is popping, which is usually the weekend. So yeah. Outside of that, real outside activities, man. All the things that I just said. Go look for something. Go look for something in your area first. If not something in your area, save up some money so you can travel to a different area. Whether it's a different city, a different state, a different country. Just go ahead and save up that money. Get in and seek a new adventure. And sometimes, well, actually more often than not, there's a lot of thrills that are free as well. You got to check into that. So just check your local listings and check some things out, okay? That are free as in currency. You don't have to pay no money to see, okay? So yeah, real outside activities. Not just in the club standing around just trying to fake it. Just trying to fake it to us or fake it for your follower count. That's not it. That is not it. So, yeah, that's just it. Try something new. Okay, with that being said, y'all drink some water. Be kinder to people. Get some sunlight. If you got sunlight, if it's raining, wait till the sun comes out or something. After that, yeah, just please do not just stay in one place. There's so much of the world to see, okay? There is so much for you to see in the world. All right, so I'm King. It's King Moolah TV Podcast. Doozy.